Hey, welcome to the Smokers Lounge, where we smoke a lot of weed, we talk a lot of smoke. I'm your boy Los, the host with the most smoke, and today, Pop Brothers and Law in the building, man. What's going on?
What's happening? Happy to be here.
Yeah, man. Uh, Shut the fuck up Friday, man. Where did that come from?
Right here, my brain.
Yeah.
We actually, we jumped on social media about 5 years ago because my brother's kid, my nephew, who now owns a company called West Coast Cure, wanted us to get on social media for the longest time to teach people what we had always taught him, how to deal with the cops.
Right.
We came up with these 25 words known as our script. And the basic philosophy is shutting the fuck up when cops ask questions. So
Right.
we started teaching that across social media, and we wanted a little gimmick, a little hook with it. It's like, hey, keep your mouth shut Monday. Don't talk Tuesday. What we had them for every day of the week.
Yeah.
But shut the fuck up Friday just fits.
Yeah.
Worked perfect, and that was the day of the week we decided we would take to teach the script over and review the script. We did it a lot in the beginning, almost daily, but we've kept that to just the stories and stuff now, and we do all sorts of other tips throughout the week. But Shut the Fuck Up Friday is now when we review that script, and we do what's called the script challenge, where we bring people in live with us. We have about 10 different sponsors for prizes and cash that we give away. And so it's kind of just spiraled and taken off.
Nice. And you guys been doing this for a pretty long time, right? Since over 30 years.
Yeah, well, we've been practicing law. My brother's been at it for 34 years. I've been at it for 24 years. And we never really advertised, just all word of mouth and referrals until, like I said, his kid said, you got to get on Instagram, guys. And
Right.
we did. We had no idea that any of this would happen. We figured free advertising, and maybe we'll get a few new clients out of it and help some people along the way.
And it really, really took off.
Like we could never imagine. We couldn't have imagined.
Organically, like my son said.
Right. So being in California, man, weed is like really starting to be the next biggest. It's the biggest thing out, man. You know what I mean? It really is. Cannabis, the cannabis culture, and there is a lot of people that is misinformed and not educated well enough to understand the laws and their rights.
Yeah, no, we've definitely found that out, and we started off years ago mainly helping protect patients when it was just when it was only medical.
Right.
And, that just rolled over into adult use, which still nothing's really legal.
Right.
Still getting arrested no matter what they want to call it, and it just rolled over into protecting not only patients but anybody across the U.S., whether it's weed, whether it's anything, is just not fucking yourself and making sure you don't incriminate yourself in any way, shape, or form, to give us as the attorneys all the tools we need to try to get your asses off of whatever it is you got into.
Right. And a lot of the times it's the people themselves that put themselves in the situation by not shutting the fuck up.
It's very simple. We tell people that the only reason a cop is talking to you is because he doesn't have enough to arrest you for. So all you can do by talking is help them help you fuck yourself.
Yes.
Literally. Literally, that's the best way we can come up with it is, just it goes along with our whole script. Just, you don't need to discuss your day. That's how they get you to incriminate yourself. Where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you here? What's I smell? And it's just, I'm not discussing my day. It's not rude.
I saw that on one of the Instagram posts. It said, "We're not discussing my day, sir."
That's
That's
it.
respectful, and it's setting a healthy boundary between you and a law-abiding police officer.
Correct. And believe it or not, we get a lot of DMs and emails from law enforcement across the country thanking us because it you're respectfully asserting your right. A lot of times they'll let you go.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't even give you the ticket because they're like, oh shit, this guy knows his rights. And they forget about it and let you go. Other cops might drag your ass out of the car no matter what you do.
Right.
The script isn't there so you don't get arrested. It might help you not get arrested, but it's there to ensure that if you do, you've said nothing to fuck yourself and give us all the tools to protect your rights, liberty, and defenses if they do end up charging you with something.
Yeah. What's some of the biggest? What's the number one reason why people are getting profiled as far as cannabis? Is it they look high when they're driving? Is it because they're paranoid? Is it just or is it they just profiling?
No,
Or
well,
is it a shirt? Like, you know what I mean? I could be, it could be anything, right?
Yeah.
That's the color of your skin.
Right. Well, I didn't want to say it, but yes, it's what it is.
You
Man.
said it, not us, but it's awesome you did.
Yep.
no, there's definitely racial profiling going on, which leads to them, assuming that you're a criminal or whatever the fuck they're assuming.
Yep.
It's not necessarily profiling that gets the majority of people pulled over. It's your goddamn little light over your rear license plate.
Right.
Any type of little tiny thing, anything, and that's a big one. We get that a lot. That little tiny light illuminating the license plate that lights out, you're getting pulled over.
Yep, it's happened to me, man. I've been pulled over for having an air freshener hanging from my rear view mirror.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It went straight to jail because I had weed on me. And I'm talking about years ago. You know what I mean? So it's like, because I wasn't educated on shutting the fuck up.
And that's a good, it's, you got to understand. So, right, they pulled you over because of that thing hanging from your mirror. And what cops do, they study obscure vehicle codes so they can do their fucking racial profiling.
Yep.
And then say, this is why I pulled you over, though.
Right.
Because that was hanging there, or you made a rolling stop, or your registration tag is covered up just like an inch too much.
Right.
All those little things are reasons for them to pull you over.
Yep.
I have a question, just an honest question. If you know that the cop is lying to you about the wrong fix-it ticket or the wrong reason, right? Like the light is out, as he would say, but that's not the truth. The truth is the light works. What do you do in a situation when you know the cop is lying to you?
You shut the fuck up. You
just deal with it.
And you comply with whatever they're telling you to do, and then you complain later.
And then you call Pop Brothers
later.
That's right.
Okay.
Then you call Pop Brothers at law to handle that shit.
We did that in that situation, and it went perfectly well. He didn't give us any harm. He didn't take us out the car because he threatened us. Like, hey, we could open the vehicle and search it. And my boy was just like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
we all sat there like,
wait. Let me just be clear. We want to make sure people don't get hurt. Is they can do whatever they want.
This is true.
So if they're gonna want you to get out and they want to search your car, you do not give consent. I'm not consenting, sir, but you get out of their way and you let them search your car. You don't argue with them at the stop, and that happens a lot too, where you just don't consent, but they're going to do what they're going to do, and ultimately we're going to be able to get the case thrown out 99% of the time because they didn't have your consent and they didn't have the right probable cause to actually get in your car.
Now, could you explain to what consent is for people who don't know what it is, just like the definition?
Mark, go ahead.
So,
this is for Mark.
Consenting to a search. So a cop, the easiest way for them to make sure they maintain all the evidence they collect
Uh-huh.
is to make sure that they don't do an illegal search, because that's how we get cases thrown out because of illegal searches. So, if they do an illegal search and they find 3 Uzis and 1,000 pounds of meth and coke and whatever,
No way
if
out of
that's an
that.
illegal search and we can prove that, all that evidence is gone and thrown out.
Right.
It's over. So they want to have the easiest time and make it harder for us to attack a search. And the easiest way for them to do that is by getting somebody to consent. So when they say, "Hey, we're gonna search your car," okay? It's not good enough for you to just sit there and say nothing. You must say, "I do not consent to searches.
Right.
I do not consent to searches." If
Right.
you say or do anything other than that, it quite possibly can be construed as consent, and we don't want that. So, our basic mantra: stick to the script, shut the fuck up, never consent to searches, and always film the police.
Nice. And what is, for those that don't know, is the script? What is the script? I mean, this is something that y'all been preaching. It caught my attention, man. You guys said something like, man, it's not getting out enough. A lot of people's not understanding it. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, man, I want to reach out to these people, because obviously this is something that they really want to try to put out there. And I would love to use it all the time. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, it's serious. We really need to get that message across. And what is the script?
All right, so the script, these are the only and the last 25 words you're going to use when the cops pull you over, or anytime you are having interaction with the cops, unless, of course, you're a victim.
25.
Other than that, you don't want to talk to them. So, Big Brother, you ready? We'll do our
Yes.
first review. What do you say when the cops first pull you over?
Why'd you pull me over?
And when they start asking you questions,
I'm not discussing my day.
and they keep asking questions and get belligerent with you, scare you,
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
and if detained, what do you say?
I invoke the fifth.
And then what do?
Shut the fuck up.
That's it.
And that's the
Simple.
script,
25 words that'll
Last
save
25
your ass.
words you'll ever say to law enforcement.
right? And you will fucking walk out of there, hopefully, you will walk out of there feeling fucking great. And if you don't walk out of there, you will be walking out of there sometime feeling great, because
So let's reiterate. My brother touched on it before, but because
Straight to the
we
point.
do get pushback from minorities that, hey, if I say I'm not discussing my day, if I do that, I'm going to get beat up, I'm going to get killed, they're going to do this to me, they're going to do that to me.
right,
If I act like that, well, no, they're going to do all that to you no matter what. If that's
Right.
what those cops are going to do, that's what they're going to do.
absolutely.
And we're not telling anyone to be uncooperative or belligerent. It's all in your tone.
Yep.
I'm not discussing my day, officer.
Yeah.
That's not lack of cooperation. And that's where the cops will confuse you. Hey, you can't cooperate with me and just tell me where you're going, or you had a drink or two. Cooperation doesn't mean talking. It means your license, your shirt, register, hand that over, put your hands behind your back, get out of the car if they ask you. And if they
Comply.
ask you to get out of the car before they've told you why or any reason, just get out.
Yep.
Because-
Because that's what you're going to need to get my ass out.
Correct.
Mhm.
Correct. And when we hear the script's not going to work for me, it's not going to work, we want to reiterate what it's not for. Like my brother touched on, the script is not to ensure you're not going to get racially profiled. It's not to ensure that you're not going to get pulled over. It's not going to ensure that you're not going to get a ticket. It's not to ensure that you're not going to get arrested.
Right.
Not to ensure you're not going to get charges brought against you. It's not to ensure you're not going to get your ass beat, and it's not to ensure you're not going to get killed. Because unfortunately, all those things happen at traffic stops.
Yep.
What it does do is maintain all of your rights, remedies, and defenses if you need it in court, in criminal court to defend yourself, and or in civil court to bring that civil action for the cops violating your rights. So that's
That's
what those
fantastic right there,
25
baby.
words are
For
for.
real. For real. Thank you so much for explaining that to me. That's a really simple concept, and it does apply to justice. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
You guys want to talk about the 5 R's?
Yeah, we did. That's you pulled that one from one of our
Yeah.
scripts of one of our. Let's see if I remember. We got. Don't reach, don't run, don't resist, don't run your mouth, and
Always record.
always record. Little things like that, just to try to help people remember, and that goes right along with if you watch our Snapchat and Facebook and Instagram stories. I'm doing it every day, the daily script review. Why did you pull me over? I'm not discussing my day. Am I being detained or am I free to go? I invoke the fifth. Then you shut the fuck up. Because we hear all too often from people who follow us. I got pulled over. I know the script. I got scared. I got fried. I forgot. And to make it so it's muscle memory like 5 times 5 and all that shit we learned as kids, just a couple times a day, run it through your head. So when it happens, because you will get pulled over.
Yes.
One day.
Yes.
Whether it's tomorrow, next week, 10 years from now, everybody's getting pulled over at some point.
Yep.
And you never know when, and you got to be ready.
Yep. Well, we appreciate everything that you guys are doing, man. You guys are amazing. Like this whole movement that you guys are doing, it's fucking unbelievable, man. And for you guys to step out of the comfort zone, for say, and and just go against the current, man, it's hats off to you guys. That shit's amazing.
For real.
And what are you guys smoking? You guys are fucking always smoking something nice, man.
Right when he turned on the screen, I seen him light it up. I was like, "Woo!"
Oh yes, yeah. He got the bag too. That's what I'm talking about.
Most people don't get to smoke with their attorneys, but we do.
Yeah. No,
I'm gonna jump off real quick. Hopefully this doesn't take very long. I'll jump back on, and hopefully you're still here.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
All right, now the ugly one's gone. Oh,
I heard that.
Yeah. He said, I just turned my video off. I can hear you. Very nice, man. And so you guys are all over the place, right? You guys are from Staten?
Yeah, our office is in Orange County in Stanton. My brother lives in Orange County in Anaheim, and I myself live in LA County in Torrance.
Oh, okay. And it looked like you guys did a little tour. Did you guys go on tour?
We've done a lot of traveling around before the pandemic. We've done, High Times and Chalice and PWCB Expo and all those types of events. We actually, just before the pandemic hit, we signed a 3-city tour with Canacon to go to Oklahoma, Boston, and Chicago. But of course, that's been delayed. We were supposed to be appearing and headlining with Tommy Chong.
Yep, nice.
At Canacon. So we travel all over, doing this and teaching people their rights and really advocating for the end of cannabis prohibition and trying to change the stigma.
Yeah. Who's your favorite person that you smoked with? Because you smoke with a lot of people, man. You're smoking with some big timers now. You're a big timer now. Favorite person you smoke with?
That's a tough question.
It's hard to say.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The best times I've had smoking are at the events like the High Times, and the Palace, and whatever those consumption events.
Yes.
And just being in a circle and smoking with fans.
Yeah, man, it's great, huh?
All they want to do is come up and and it's so sad now we can't go to events and pass joints around and all, but those moments smoking like that with people who, would tell us how they used the script and thanked us for. We had people come up to us crying. It's pretty unbelievable. And so those moments where I've smoked with those people, even above, of course, celebrities and all that's fun and cool and everything, but moments like that, I think, really hit home for me much more than.
It's what you got into it for.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about, man. So stick to the script. Everybody should know what it is by now. If they don't know what it is, they're going to learn it. They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to learn it, man. They're gonna get pulled over. You better know this shit.
I just want to say I love the Fifth Amendment. How easy
Oh,
it is
man.
to just be like, I invoke the Fifth.
Well, and
Right.
that's and the Fifth Amendment, as we say it, gives you the right to shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
That's it.
right.
That's your
And
right.
it's as simple as that.
Constitutional right to shut the fuck up.
Yep. And they try to make you think that they play the game, man, to where they make you talk. It's a game.
It is, and they
it's a
are
fucking dirty
trained.
game.
They're trained to make you talk. It's not a coincidence, you know, and they can lie, they can make things up, they can do whatever they want to get
Yeah.
you to talk and say the things that they need you to say to make their job easier and to fuck yourself.
Yes, sir. Well, man, I really do. I swear to God, I love everything that you guys are doing, man. I think it's amazing,
It's
bro.
dope. It's dope.
It's amazing, man. It really is, man.
I
And
see that it's impactful. Not
yeah,
just
it's impactful
for
for
me,
sure.
but I'm going through the post. You know, I'm seeing like people comment. They're saying some deep things, and it's just
Yeah.
like a good movement for me.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of it, and I
It's-
wish
it's-
that
it's
the
waking
pandemic
people
didn't
up.
happen. You know, to where we could like really just be in person with other people that have
Yep.
this vibe.
Pop Brothers in Law, man. We appreciate you guys, man.
Hey, thank you very
yeah.
much. I got a treat for you if you want.
Oh, dude, yeah. We love treats.
Okay.
So these 25 words, you know, we're always trying to find ways to help people remember shit that we teach, like the daily script review and
Yes.
and those 25 words and you know the 5 R's and all that. So one of the things we've done, we created a slam poem based on the script and your rights, and it's called "Am I Being Detained or Am I Free to Go?" And if got another about, I don't know, 2 minutes and
I
50
got all the time in the world for you.
So dope.
I could spit this out for you.
Yep. Let's do this. I'm ready.
Hey.
All right. This is called "Am I Being Detained or Am I Free to Go?" A slam poem by the Pop Brothers at Law.
Sure.
Am I being detained or am I free to go? This is what to say. My lawyer tells me so. The cops are out there doing a job. Sometimes they must contain a mob, a thankless job that saves many lives. At their home are worried children, husbands, and wives. But does that give them the right to stomp on my rights? So we are here for you, the cannabis community, to fight, to let you know it's okay to just shut the fuck up when cops ask questions. You start with "I'm not discussing my day," end with "I invoke the Fifth." These ain't suggestions. These are words to live by, to memorize. See, it's not about the size of that cop's gun, because they want you to run, so they can pull that macho gun and shoot you for fleeing the scene. Some cops are just plain mean. We must shut it off, shut it down, those feelings of anger that instantly come around when that cop has to show his power and his might without cause, without reason, and we know they're not right. We must remain calm, keep the devil sleeping on the left shoulder. We must be cold, even colder. Ice must flow through your veins to shut that heat, the blood that rushed your brain straight from your feet when that cop disrespected you, cause you wouldn't tell him what that smell was. And he accuses you of a pot DUI because he absolutely knows that you're buzzed. But see, they can't tell and they don't know, only if you tell them so. "Oh, officer, I smoked a joint a few hours ago." "Officer, here's my medical rec." "Officer, I'm a marijuana patient." We live in America. Prohibition still exists. That cop's going to do whatever he's going to do. 50-50, he arrests you. Give us a chance to represent you with a defense that's blazing. Let us show you in court we're amazing. But we can only do that if you listen to our tips. Now let me see you move your lips. You know the drill. When the cops ask questions, we say, "I'm not discussing my day. Am I being detained or am I free to go? I invoke the Fifth." And then you shut the fuck up. It's all about what you say and what you do. We have given you the script. We are telling you what to say. We are telling you what to do. We've put your hands up in protection mode. But should you take a shot to the jaw, we will be here fighting for the cannabis community because we are the Pop Brothers at Law.
Pop Brothers at Law.
Hey.
Fucking
Thank
dope
you.
shit, dude. I bow down.
Fire.
Bro,
Wow.
drop that shit.
Fire.
When's that coming out,
Heard
man?
the
Put
hardest
that.
West Coast beat over that one.
Man, real talk.
Man,
Wow, man.
that's fire.
Did you wrote that?
I did.
Oh, man.
Man,
I did.
so much
Yes.
energy, man. That
You
was
feel
dope.
that on your neck,
That
bro?
was dope.
Yes, man.
Thank you,
Shout
guys.
out to you guys. Shout out to Pop Brothers in Law. Shout out to Mark and Craig. Make sure you go follow them on Instagram and check out their fucking movement. Hashtag STFU. Shut the fuck up.
That's it.
Know your rights, right? Know your fucking rights, man.
You can always invoke your fifth.
Always
Not
invoke the
discussing my
fifth.
day, sir.
Not discussing my day.
Shut the
And
fuck
shut
up.
the fuck up.
You got
Pop
it.
Brothers in Law, Mark and Craig, appreciate you, man. Make sure y'all follow my Instagram, subscribe to my YouTube channel, smash that like button. Notifications is a must. This is the Smokers Lounge, and we're gonna shut the fuck up.
All right, guys.